Hello everyone. This is Mike and Josh. We're the piano doctors. We're with the Piano Technicians Guild organization. We have a business called Ello Piano Service, and today we're going to do a scope on hammer replacement. So today we have a customer's Steinway Action, and as you can see up here, my wife Kat is helping us do the camera today. You see, we've already started replacing, putting the new hammers on this action. You can see the old hammers, they're a different color this way. And I want you to know that we're using genuine Steinway parts on this particular job, and that's a good idea for a Steinway piano, but it's not always necessarily the best choice. If you're a very good pianist, you may prefer a different brand of hammer to get a different tone. Josh and I, we like obel hammers better than these, and some people like Renner hammers. Those are both German hammers, and they have a really good tone. So anyway, I want to show you something here that if you look from the top, can you come over the top of this? See right here? Can you see how the old hammer is shorter and the new one is a little bit longer? Okay, so what has happened, if you notice right here, zoom in on here, see how this wood is darker than this wood? That tells me that this piano has had the hammers changed before, and whoever hung the hammers before, they did it improperly. They made the strike distance, they made it too close. On a Steinway, it's supposed to be 5 1/8 inches from, let me show you here, from the center of the molding to the center pin, and that should be 5 1/8 inches on a Steinway. And what that does is it makes the hammer strike in the ideal point on the string. So, you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to add a quick bit of information. If you want to have an authentic Steinway rebuild, you have to use all Steinway parts. So that's something to consider. You know, we talked about using different styles of hammers. You could, if you're going for tone, yeah, you can try, you know, a different hammer. But if you want to stay pure, you know, in the pure vein of a true Steinway rebuild, all the parts have to be Steinway. So that's a bit of information.
Okay, so another thing I want to show you before I forget is I'm going to show you the Piano Technicians Guild website. Oops. So if you can zoom in on this, I tell you about this every week. This is the box that I tell you to click on to find a registered technician. And you see it's ptg.org. That stands for Piano Technicians Guild. And anyway, if you click here, you just put your zip code in right there, and it'll bring up all of the registered technicians in your area. And if you would like to go to our website, it's ellopianoservice.com. And that's what our website looks like. That's me, that's Joshua. And you can see we have all kind of pages on there that you can learn all kind of stuff about pianos. And So anyway, we're going to get on with the scope today, but I wanted to show you those two websites. So after we hang the hammers, when you put new parts, you have to do regulation. It's an absolute, because anytime you have new parts, they never fit the same, because there's a lot of felt and leather parts that compress through playing, and things have to be adjusted. And if you come over here, Kat, and show, I took string heights from the piano, and I wrote them on this this invoice. And in the middle section, the height from the key bed to the string, and some of this may not make sense to you, but just bear with me. It's 7.5 inches on one end, and it's as high as 7 9/16 on the other. So what I do is, if you come over here now, there's a tool that we use. It's called a let-off rack, or regulation rack. And what we do is I put in, if you can see right here, that's 7.5 inches. And what I did is I made this 7.5 inches, and on this side it's 7 9/16. So what we do is we turn this around, and we slide up. Josh, you want to pull the hammer, pull these new ones up. Now, the goal is to find the strike point. We can't have it here or too far that way. We've got to find the center. Put these down, just these. So as you can see, we've simulated where the string is in the actual piano, so that when we're making adjustments, they'll be correct. So another thing that we do, I had a
Hey, Isaac.
okay, you see this right here? 1 7/8. That's called the blow distance, and what that is that's the distance that this should be. And right now we're a little bit close, so there's something wrong in this piano, that it may be that the key height is too high. But anyway, when this thing is correct, then the distance from here to here should be 1 7/8, or close to it. Anyway, I'm going to show you a few things that we do. Actually, I'm going to let Josh. He's gonna show you how we can change the hammer height.
Distance.
Yeah. So go ahead and just maybe turn this.
Let me see. I want to show them. So basically, what we have here, if you look and you see, this is a general rule to know. You'll see that there's a distance here, right, between this little cushion here and the hammer, and usually you want that to be about 1 hammer shank thickness, right?
Yeah, that's it.
But in this case, here's the deal: we're not going for that. We're going for the spec, okay? And so we want to make sure that we adjust it. So this is how we do it. We're going to get in here, and we come down here, and these are called the capstan wrenches. See back there? You can see them if you see I'm touching it, right? And so what I do, this is really cool. It's like, you know, your little ant on the inside of the piano. So we come up here, and you can see when I turn it, Dad, can you simulate the key? Right, the key movement. So when I turn it to the right, it lowers it, right? Watch. Okay, stop. Okay, do it. Did you see it drop? See how it's lower than the other one? That's important. So now let's take that little jig that you made and test it out.
Still way too high. We're not going to get there.
Yeah, there's something else going on. But anyways, so that's a little adjustment that we do, a little regulation.
Okay, another thing we do is we come up here, and right now there's it's blocking the string. There's nothing going on that's making this not hit. There's no what they call let off going on. So we have another tool, and we have all of these tools right here. This is just a few of what we normally use. And what I'm going to do is I'm taking this regular bladed screwdriver out, and I'm replacing it with a let-off tool. And I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to turn this.
Watch right here.
Now I can see that this piano also doesn't have enough drops, so we have to go right here and turn this one. I'm going to just rough this in for now.
There we go. There it is. There's the drop. So what you're going to notice is what he's doing is he's trying to get that hammer to come straight up, right? He's trying to get it to come straight up to the string, and then what it does is that hammer will drop, right? So it gets right up about a 1/16 of an inch, right? Or a millimeter away from, it's a millimeter actually, away from the string, and then the hammer lets off, that's called let off, and then it drops.
Okay, now it's correct.
So take a look, see how it works.
Now it's also going down too much. So
when it drops down, that's called the drop, the distance.
let's see if I can get in there. It's a very tiny slot.
You want it to be a small drop because that helps the repetition when you're playing. You know, you want it to just let off just enough and drop enough to where the jack underneath can escape and it can reset the whole pattern again.
So this note will not block against the string, whereas the one next to it, this will never play. It's blocking the string, where this one here, right before it hits the string, see how it releases? This one is not doing it. It won't release. I'm pushing on the key and it won't release. This one does release.
So the first one's going to make a sound that we're used to normally, whereas the second one's going to be like a boom, right? It's going to hit the strings and block against the strings.
Yeah. So how much time?
What's it can wrap up pretty soon.
Okay. Anyway, we've only shown you 2 steps, and there's actually 37 things that we do after we put new parts on, and it has to do with the height of these keys, how far down the key goes, when you play the key, where it stops, how much distance there is there after you play the key, and we call it putting it into check. And we adjust the let off, which is how much we showed that today, and we adjust the drop. There's just a myriad. We have actually a checklist that we use, and after they're all the same, then when the pianist plays a chord, all the hammers will react the same, because if they're all different, it's going to be frustrating to the musician because he doesn't have the control. He doesn't know what's going to happen, and if they're all the same, he's going to know what's going to happen before it plays. So that's very important.
Yeah, so just in closing, what I wanted to share was we service the Greater Houston, Southwest Greater Houston, and Southwest Houston areas. So if you're interested in contacting us, you can send us an email at mike@ellopianoservice.com or joshua@ellopianoservice.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.ellopianoservice.com. And Ello is just like the word hello without the H, right? So if you need to remember that, it's the 4 letters ELLO. And we love our job. We love our clients. We are really blessed to be able to do this job. And so just know that if you'd like some more information, just give us a shout. Contact us.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care.